coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Burrow will throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 30 base. Let's go. Everyone shoot back.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew flush to his right. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Off play action, it's Minshew. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Ball carrier. Carl Lawson on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This is Johnson. He's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Let's go. 94. 14.
An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
4-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. McFarland running out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Bullet good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Steelers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
Witherspoon on the tackle.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, It's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
The sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That catch good for only a couple.
The 27-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Look at me, zipper.
To throw again on second down. Minshew escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run with McFarland. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
A lot of times, just that first read that you have, maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 37. Running with McFarland. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down now. McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Anthony McFarland. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Steelers 16. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Number 28, Joe Mixon, the ball carrier. Stephon Tuitt on the stop. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Burrow. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cooper Kupp, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
39-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 6-yard line.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. And the Steeler.
Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Ebron's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sam Hubbard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Burrow from his own end zone. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way